Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me.
Oh my goodness.
If you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Will Smith has had enough of Jada wrecking his life. Did you see how he came out in the open about wanting to divorce her? The entire family has had enough of their mother ruining the entire family. Stay tuned to see what they had to say about Jada and her actions in the past. But before we continue, please give it a like and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me grow the channel so I can bring you the hottest tea every week. So, before we get to the crux of the problem and the abusive behavior, let's go a little in the past to see how it all began. After Will Smith was banned from the Oscars, Jada is seen saying that she cried a lot during the show. It looks like nothing really is good enough for her. So, what really happened that led to the demise of their family? It all started back in the day when Jada and Will were to be married. When Jada Pinkett Smith was asked to marry her now husband, Will Smith, she didn't think about having a wedding in her head.
I was under so much pressure, you know, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. And I was just like, I didn't know what to do.
Shared Jada on Red Table Talk. I never wanted to be married, she confessed. I really didn't want to get married, Pinkett Smith reiterated as she sat across mother Adrienne Banfield Norris, Will Smith, and daughter Willow.
We only got married because Gammy was crying.
Gammy, this is what happened. It was almost as if Gammy was like, you have to get married. So let's talk about the wedding.
Jada's mother then admitted,
I remember feeling very strongly and wanting you guys to be married. I do remember that.
Yes.
But I don't remember your rejection of the idea of marriage. I remember the rejection of the idea of a wedding.
I didn't want a wedding either.
She didn't want it.
The wedding was horrible.
It was a horrible wedding.
It was a mess. Jada was sick. She was very unpleasant. She didn't cooperate with anything.
We were 6 months pregnant at the wedding.
Jada agreed before confessing that she was so upset that she had to have a wedding. She was so pissed, she went crying down the freaking aisle. She cried the whole way down the aisle. However, in retrospect, the couple agreed that marrying each other was the right call. As if that wasn't enough, news surfaced a couple of years ago that Jada had been cheating on Will, and he had been doing the same thing to her. But these were nothing more than rumors. The truth came from the couple themselves during a Table Talk episode. In a one-on-one conversation with Will, Jada brought herself to the Red Table in 2020 to candidly discuss details about their brief marital separation, which ultimately led to her decision to date R&B singer August Alsina in 2016.
I just wanted to feel good. Mm-hmm. It had been so long since I felt good. Yeah. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency.
During the lengthy sit-down, Will assures his wife that he will love her through everything. In unison, the couple shared their marriage motto.
We ride together,
we die together.
Bad marriage for life.
So it does look like the couple had found a humorous way to deal with their messed up marriage, but that humor is long gone now. Instead, Will is thinking of divorcing her. The couple has been known to constantly work hard on their marriage to build a stable foundation. She once added after the pandemic,
Will and I are in the process of him taking the time to learn to love himself, me taking the time to learn to love myself, right? And us building a friendship along the way.
However, all the efforts put into their marriage went right down the drain when Will slapped someone for her, and she still wasn't happy about it. The internet was buzzing after the 94th Academy Awards, all thanks to this couple, and it wasn't just because of their killer outfits. Things took a turn at the Oscars when Will slapped Chris Rock. After the comedian made a joke about Jada looking like G.I. Jane 2, referencing the actress's bald head due to alopecia, Will lashed out. As he returned to his seat, he yelled,
"Keep my wife's name out your mouth!"
Later, the actor won an Oscar for Best Actor in a Leading Role, and during his acceptance speech, he apologized to the Academy for his altercation. At this time, he didn't even apologize to Chris, just to the Academy. Accepting the award for his role as Richard Williams, father of Venus and Serena Williams, in the movie King Richard, he broke down in tears. There were a lot of people who liked Williams because he was a fierce defender of his family. My actions at the 94th Academy Awards presentation were shocking, painful, and inexcusable, his statement said. Will Smith has resigned from the Academy of Oscars after hitting comedian Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars ceremony. Plus, that isn't all the trouble Will had to go through. As a result of his hit on Rock on stage, Netflix and Sony had already put off new projects. Netflix and Apple Plus have quietly dropped their bids for a Will Smith biopic, a source tells The Sun. Instead, they'll move the money and come up with new ideas for new black actors. According to an insider, working with Will is now a risky business, the source said. They now plan to work with more family-friendly stars like Mike Epps and Michael B. Jordan to develop new ideas for new shows. Sony also halted work on Bad Boys 4, in which Smith had a role, sources told The Hollywood Reporter. So all that drama he pulled for his wife resulted in him not just getting humiliated by the entire world, but also losing the $1 billion worth of deals. The move by Will was also discouraged and told off by the Academy. The Academy did not approve of the slap and has taken various actions ever since. Immediately after the slap, once the event was over, we saw a tweet from the official account of the Academy. The tweet said, "The Academy does not condone violence in any form. Tonight, we are delighted to celebrate our 94th Academy Awards winners, who deserve this moment of recognition from their peers and movie lovers around the world." In response to that, Smith issued a public apology to Rock and the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. "Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable," Smith said in the Instagram post. The Academy said it accepted the resignation and that disciplinary processes will continue to move forward. A few days later, the results also came in for the slap. Here is what was decided. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences Board of Governors has just decided that Will Smith will not be able to attend the Oscars for 10 years for slapping Chris Rock on stage at the 94th Academy Awards on March 27th. The board has decided for a period of 10 years, from April 8, 2022, Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs in person or virtually, including but not limited to the Academy Awards, said AMPA's president David Rubin and CEO Don Hudson of Smith's unacceptable and harmful behavior in a letter to the full membership. "I accept and respect the Academy's decision," Smith said. Chris Rock also kind of reacted to the entire scene. Rock, who began his latest stand-up comedy tour shortly after the Oscars telecast, has not commented publicly on the slap. He told fans at a show last month that he is
still kind of processing what happened. So at some point I'll talk about that.
With all of that on the table, no wonder Will wants to put Jada out of his life by divorcing her. Like, do you see a pattern of abusive behavior now? It's not just Jada, but Will is not good for her. Initially, the two didn't want to get married. Then, when that happened, there were cheating rumors. To add to all of that, we had even seen times when Will was called out because he used to have some really weird fetishes and fantasies for other women. Then there was the whole spectacle of Jada being with another man. So if the world thinks that they're abusive to each other, we kinda see the pattern here. If you like this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.